Ready?
Oh wait, the ritual. All the sound you make with every breath you take is unlike anything, and you're loving me.
Welcome to Backseat Directing,
Where we talk about movies, TV shows, comics, and more.
we're your hosts,
Andrew.
and Aaron.
And today we're trying out a new type of segment called If It Were Real.
3, 2, 1,
Action. Like the thing at the end that goes, oh, oh, oh.
All right. Like you said, we got a new segment here, kind of a little bit of a game, if you will. If it were real, from a movie, TV show, or comic, we have a list of different questions. Andrew, what are we starting off with?
So, if it were real, what fictional weapon would you want to wield?
Oof. I feel like it's a little cliche, but it'd be so cool to hold a lightsaber in my hand.
See, it's a good pick for a reason. I think a lot of people would be going with a lightsaber. That's not my pick. Which lightsaber would you go with though? What do you know? What handle?
Ooh. I think I would go with Obi-Wan's handle.
Yeah, the classic.
Yeah.
I would go.
And I enjoyed the blue color the most too. So
it's a totally separate question, but if I were gonna pick a lightsaber, which I'm not, I would pick Cal Kestis's / Jared T'Pol's lightsaber from the video game, the Ginger Jedi. Yep. And I love that lightsaber. It looks so sick. Plus, it's dual bladed. But for my actual weapon pick, I obviously picked Mjolnir.
Nice.
Anybody who knows me knows I'm picking Mjolnir off the bat for this. It's such an amazing weapon. The way it can be recalled to your hand, the way it blesses the wielder with the powers of Thor, with the ability to manipulate lightning, and the way that you can use it to basically pin anything down to the ground that is unworthy. I really love the ability of flight with it and the ability to call it back to your hand. It's just so cool. It's like loyalty in the form of a weapon.
That is a strong pick for sure. Andrew, if it were real, what food would you want to try?
I deliberated about this a lot, but I'm going with the perfect candy from Jimmy Neutron. I don't know. Did you see this growing up?
Oh, I barely remember it. I have seen it.
It's like that purple candy with the little dots on it. And Jimmy went to like invent like the perfect candy, and they acted like this thing was the most delicious thing in the universe. And I know all of our childhood brains were just fiending for this perfect candy. It looks so delicious even to this day.
Yeah, this one was kind of tricky because I don't know. I haven't watched a ton of movies or shows where I was like, oh man, like I really want to try that. So I was having trouble coming up with one. Then I thought of one that would be kind of funny to try. I want to try the cabbage from the Cabbage Man from Avatar. He seems like he works so hard to make a quality product and grow cabbage. I want to try it.
I'm going to be feasting on a delicious fictional candy, and you're going to be eating a raw head of cabbage like he just pulled out of the dirt.
Yeah, but it was handled with loving care.
Hey, your pick is your pick. You use your pick how you like. I
like the foods that I eat. I'm a simple man.
I really wanted to pick something from an anime because it's just a litany of delicious food, but the candy went out in the end. So what are you picking for your for your ideal pet? Your pet from any fictional story? I think we might have the same answer for this one, so let's answer on 3. 1, 2, 3. Appa.
Oh man,
that's a really good pick. I thought maybe you would have picked Appa as well. You looked really nervous, like there's no way.
I don't think you're gonna pick this.
No way in hell, buddy. That you. Yeah. Toothless is a really, really good pick. I love the How to Train Your Dragon movies, and he's super loyal and awesome. But Appa has a special place in my heart.
They're very similar.
Yeah, they mirror each other in terms of their relationship with the owner.
Yeah.
super, super loyal. But Appa is just so soft and cuddly.
Yes.
And he's a good heart. He's such a good pet. I love Appa.
Yeah, I think it would be cool to fly on the most fierce dragon in the land. However, he's a sweetheart to the ones he loves.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And yeah, he looks cool. It'd be really cool to interact and hang out with Night Fury.
Yes, that's what I was trying to think of. Is the Night Fury, and I picked Appa, Sky Bison from Avatar.
Also, the sound when he like shoots the fire.
Yeah,
so cool.
Great sound design.
Yeah. All right, Andrew. If it were real, who would be your best friend?
Oh, I had such a hard time choosing this one. There's so many good fictional characters to want to hang out with.
No, this one's hard.
But I picked the one that exemplified like a true friend to me, a person who embodies the namesake of the show Friends, a person who is like loyal to a fault, who will do anything for their friend. I picked Joey Tribbiani.
Very nice. He would be fun to hang out with.
He's super fun to hang out with. He always seems like he's down for anything. Like he loves food. He loves like going out and hanging out, having a good time. Like he's not going to be like a stick in the mud. And he's also just like a loyal, good friend who's got your back. I feel like he's one of the only friends in the series that doesn't like really wrong anybody. Like he's a great guy. But who did you pick for your fictional best friend?
So like you said, this one was hard to pick, and I'm an indecisive person. So I have two people on my list, and it's kind of an either or. I know I'm breaking the rules of your game, but I would pick either Sean or Gus from Psych. I grew up watching them. They have the best friendship on screen that I've seen. They seem like they have a great time. They're very lighthearted and funny, and they go on a ton of adventures together, and they're always they put each other first and their relationship first, and it would be hard to pick one or the other to be my best friend. So I have them both on my list as an either or answer.
I did think of that show. I had Gus on my honorable mention list, but I think Sean can be like kind of a bad friend sometimes, and I think Gus can be kind of a complainer. So that's why I didn't stick either of them on my list. Also, while we're answering this question, I know this comment's already going to write itself, so I'm going to get ahead of it and say that they're going to comment this. He needs a fictional best friend because he has no friends in real life. It's going to be the guy who said I got bullied in high school in the comments. He's coming back. He's been mentioned in like the last 4 episodes in a row. I hope he come back to watch the show, and he's like, I'm a celebrity now.
For the people that don't know what we're talking about, on I believe it was YouTube, right?
Yeah. On
our YouTube page, on one of our short videos, they were like, man, the guy with the computer must have been bullied in high school. And the only person in the shot that you could see a computer with was Andrew. So I think that's who the comment was targeted towards. And Andrew and I have just been nonstop laughing about it because it had nothing to do with the episode or the video that we were talking
about Batman.
And this guy just had nothing better to do with his life than to come in and say, hey, he was bullied in high school.
We had like one comment on our short. It's just somebody like torching me. But yeah, don't worry about me, guys. I had a good childhood, so.
All right, Andrew, hit me with the next one.
Mentor, Aaron. You can
restart. If it were real,
excuse me. If it were real, if you could experience the delicacies of the fictional world, who would you choose? If you must choose one mentor from them all.
There's a lot of good ones out there.
There is.
But with me coming from sports and working out and training. What are you doing over there? I'm trying to talk here.
I'm just dropping my phone a lot.
Like, chill out over
My laptop died.
You don't have a charger?
No, I'm fine.
Man, he's so prepared. All right, anyways, as I was saying, being into sports, into training and stuff, I had to go with a coach, and I went with Coach Carter. He was able to rally the boys together, bring them from kind of this tough school and brought them to victory. And I feel like that would have made a big impact on my life if I was one of those high school kids. And I've kind of modeled some of my personal training and stuff after some of that, just the motivation behind it, the hard work that he installs into these kids. Coach Carter would be my mentor.
That's literally my favorite sports movie of all time. And the funny thing is, when I pose some of these questions to Keegan, who is another one of our friends, he actually gave that exact same answer, Coach Carter. Yeah.
Let's go, Keegan. When are you coming on the podcast, man?
Yeah, the people have been asking
Keegan,
about
where
you.
are you? We have a spot.
Where are you? So for my mentor, I'm literally calling an audible right now, and I feel kind of bad about it because I don't want to pick two characters from the same, or two things from the same universe, but I just thought of it and I can't do anything else. My mentor has to be Uncle Iroh.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I had...
who did you put on the bench?
So I had Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec because he's like the man of men. He can fix anything. He is responsible. He is strong. He is tough. And I think he just has a way of like imparting wisdom. He's very like put together and seems like he can do anything. Reminds me of my grandpa. But like Uncle Iroh is like the mentor of mentors.
Flying on Appa with Uncle
Iroh, ideal. Uncle Iroh. Yep. Change my friend answer to Sokka
and I'll throw you some cabbage around.
But Uncle Iroh is like the mentor. Like he has the words of wisdom like on deck, and it is perfectly worded, and he speaks right through to your soul. He's inspirational.
He has a lot of like lighthearted moments too. He's not always just this serious guy who's preaching to you. He has his own passions and likes and the lightheartedness that goes with him. So,
with that said, I also had recently benched Obi-Wan Kenobi for Ron Swanson. So I have many
jumping from mentor to mentor.
So many good mentor picks. Cheating on my mentors.
I like it. All right, Andrew. If it were real, out of all the movies, shows, and comics, what car would you want to have?
Easy. Christian Bale's Tumbler. The Batmobile from the Batman, the Christopher Nolan movies.
Knight.
It is such an incredible car. It's a tank. It's super tough. It can drive across rooftops, shoots rockets, takes missile launcher hits. It's beautiful. It comes in black. It's epic. What are you picking if it were real for your vehicle?
So this one kind of goes back to my childhood a little bit. Growing up, my favorite car has always been the Mustang. I got two vintage ones over here displayed on the desk as I drop my water all over my computer. No big deal. So staying with that type of car, I picked Knight Rider from a remake series. And that car was a Mustang, but it's also alive, which is really cool, to kind of have this basically AI of a car that's able to do stuff on its own and kind of be a friend at the same time, and a companion and someone who you're going on missions with, and he can do more than just the normal car. I also thought it was super cool when I was watching this series, the lights underneath his hood as it kind of goes back and forth. So that is my pick for the car.
It's cool. It's kind of like our pick for our pets because it's something you can interact with. It's more than a car.
Right.
So it's a good pick. Now, I have a few honorable mentions for this category. This was one of my harder ones to pick. Do you want to hear them?
Yeah, for sure.
James Bond's Aston Martin.
Yep, classic.
Amazing car. Does all kinds of other things too, like drops spikes and smoke.
I had Bumblebee on my list, but I figured that was more of a person.
He's like a companion.
Yeah.
Is it downplaying him to just call him a car, a vehicle?
And he's a Camaro, which is like the opposite of a Mustang. So I really want to pick a Mustang here.
My muscle car pick on my list was the Dodge Charger from Cobra Kai. It's all Cobra Kai'd out with the snake on there and the yellow and black. It looks awesome. And then I have the car from Men in Black. Don't press the red button.
Yep, that one's good. I think... Oh, no, that's not a car. Never mind. All right, let's skip it. Give me the next one.
The next question, if it were real, Which fictional place would you choose to live?
Oh, see, I thought we took this one off the list.
We took which place would you choose to live or visit? Do you have somewhere?
I'm thinking. I don't know, man. If I could pick anywhere, I'd stay home. I'm just a weirdo like that. I'm the one who got bullied as a kid, not.
Oh no! It's revealed itself.
No. Give me yours first.
So my place where I would choose to live would be Hogwarts. Okay. Easy pick.
Yeah.
I could dine in the Great Hall. I could attend classes. You got the Forbidden Forest over there. All kinds of secret. You got hidden, alleyways, chamber of secrets. You've got Moaning Myrtle in the bathroom, wailing away. You got all kinds of cool little hidden things to find and like gems. You got like a giant maze. You got a giant Quidditch field you can visit and watch games. I could watch a Quidditch match. Oh my goodness, I would be losing my mind. You've got like dragons and hippogriffs and magical beasts. Like, it would just be so awesome to visit the different houses. You could go visit your friend in Slytherin and check out their,
which you're gonna do soon in the new video game.
Yeah, in the Hogwarts. Yeah, I'm so excited for the Hogwarts video game.
Sponsored by
sponsored by Warner Brothers.
We wish.
Yeah, Warner Brothers is not going to sponsor us after they hear our episode critiquing the DC universe with Black Adam.
No. We were fair. It's good to listen to constructive criticism every once in a while.
As if they were ever going to sponsor us anyway.
Right. So Andrew, since I don't have a place off the top of my head, why don't you give me a few would you rathers?
Okay. I have to make sure that you know all the places. Would you rather visit the journey they go along in the movie Journey to the Center of the Earth? You seen that movie?
Yep.
So would you rather visit all those fantastical places or go on a journey through Pandora from the Avatar movies? Or movies so far?
Ooh, okay. Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Yeah, it's so cool, isn't it? That honestly is such a hard pick for me because both of them are really incredible.
Yeah.
But you get to like see like giant oversized things. It's so cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool. You got another one?
Would you rather visit Jumanji or the island from King Kong, Skull Island? Assuming you're going to live through both trips.
Probably Jumanji because it seems like a game and that sounds fun.
Jumanji definitely seems more fun, whereas Skull Island seems more like enter at your own risk of death.
Right. Yeah, so that's what I'd go with. One more.
Oh, one more off the top of my head. Okay, would you rather visit Metropolis?
Okay.
Or would you rather visit, let's say, Gotham?
Gotham or Metropolis?
Assuming, again, that you're going to live through both trips. You're not going to be crushed by a supervillain in either.
Metropolis.
I'd rather see Gotham. See all the dark Gothic architecture.
Yeah. All right. Andrew, if it were real, what armor or suit would you want to wear?
Armor, I'm going with Mark 42 from Iron Man 3, the suit that you can call to his hand. I find it cooler than the nanotech suit. It just, the way that it connects all together and draws to him is awesome.
Yeah.
What armor are you picking if it were real?
I have the same one. And I also have, but that's cliche. After.
Well, I could, it's armor / suit. So I could also, if we were going to go with something else, I would probably go with Ant-Man's armor because I could shrink and grow.
If I were to go with like just armor that didn't necessarily give you powers, I would probably go with the samurai armor from Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, if I was just going with a cool looking armor, Daredevil.
No, like it protects me too. It's not just cool looking. Like it serves a function.
But then I guess if
the suit doesn't give you any powers. It just gives you protection. What would you?
Same question. I would probably go with Daredevil because he looks super cool.
Yeah.
And it has armor as well, protects his body.
The suit that my sister said was pretty cool was Black Panther, which that one is pretty slick. It's got the claws.
I thought of another question on the fly if you want to throw it in the mix.
Oh, okay.
If it were real, who would you choose to defend you if you had to pick somebody without superpowers? Because obviously if they have powers, you pick, Dr. Manhattan, Superman. But what if they can't have powers?
To defend me. Ooh,
Yeah.
Ooh. I got a few that are popping to my head. John Wick came up, and Jason Bourne came to mind. Ethan Hunt came to mind. Tom Cruise in general.
You said going back to Tom Cruise again. We got to get our Henry Cavill mention in.
Oh. Yeah, but I feel like he doesn't.
Sherlock, Solo.
Yeah.
The Witcher kind of has powers as well.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking Punisher.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Because I think he would defend me with the grit of Batman, but without the morals holding him back.
I think I would go with Jason Bourne, because I feel like he has more morals, but he's not afraid to do what it takes.
I think my protector would kill your protector.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a cool fight.
Let's put them up against each other.
That'd be a cool fight.
If anyone wants to animate that.
Andrew, if it were real, what superpowers would you want?
My superpower, I would... So if I'm assuming I get the whole power set and I pick a character...
That's how I have it too. I have a character listed.
Uh-oh. It's the same character. I picked Spider-Man.
Son of a gun.
Well,
I picked Spider-Man as well.
I'd have to move to a major city, but just the ability of the spider sense, I get to have the acrobatics. I think it'd be the most fun. While I have super speed on my list as what I think would be the most useful, the ability of just being so fast people can't see you. I would pick Spider-Man because I think it'd be the most fun. I like rock climbing. I like climbing on things. So I could climb on buildings, swing around, do flips. I just think it would be like my inner child would just be like weeping with joy to swing around.
I feel like it would even be beneficial or cool to have even in like a smaller city or town like what we live in. Yes, you're not like flying through buildings and stuff and all that's fun stuff and whatnot, but like you still could very easily sneak around and you could beat up anyone that
you could run really fast, even if it's not super speed.
Extreme super strength. Obviously, the spider sense is a valuable asset to the powers of Spider-Man. And then the webs just being like, oh man, I need that. Yeah. And now it's in your hand. Like, that's so cool. I think another one would be like just a Jedi, to be able to move things and kind of bring them towards you, push away. Like, how often are you sitting on the couch and you're like, the remote's across the living room? And you're like,
the Force.
Bringing it over to you. That would be cool.
Oh yeah, all of us have fantasized about having the powers of the Force. Even like bending would be really cool too. Obviously, we know I would pick airbending. If you don't know that, you gotta watch
airbending. That's the worst one you could have picked. That one's terrible.
Earth is the best. You gotta watch our element debate episode. That's a really good one. We had a great time doing that with our friend Corey.
That one is episode 6.
Yeah, the element debate. But that leaves us with potentially one more question if you want to.
Potentially.
If you have an answer for if it were real, who would you pick to have a training montage with? Who would your training partner be? You can pick a recent movie we just watched.
I know. I'm thinking. For some reason, the one that keeps coming to mind, and it's not necessarily like, if I had more time to think about it, the one that I would like actually do, but like to be able to do what Snake Eyes does would be pretty cool.
Oh, so you're thinking training in terms of developing the abilities of whoever you're training with.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What were you thinking? How did you approach the question?
I was just thinking like who would be like a good person to go through a workout with? Training.
Well, you said a training montage. That's like you're training for a specific reason. Like you're developing from someone who's like not good at something into someone who's really good at something.
I pick Tom Hardy's character from Warrior.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
I would become an elite martial artist under his tutelage.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome. My backups on my list are Adonis Creed, and Ben Affleck's Batman training.
Yeah, I thought about that one too. It'd be cool to be in the dungeon workout room that he had and lift some iron.
Yeah, yours pick was really good though. I like Snake Eyes a lot.
I feel like that was very Backhanded.
Backhanded?
Yes, for sure.
You think my pick's better?
Another one that would be fun to work out with would be The Rock,
Real
pretty
life,
much in any movie, right?
Real life Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
if he were real, if he weren't some phantom unicorn from the heavens.
That's kind of what he feels like, right?
Honestly.
All right. Any other surprise questions that I'm not prepared for?
No, not necessarily. I mean, there's the classic. If it were real, what universe would you want to live in? Pick any universe from any of the things we read.
Would I get powers in this universe, or would I be myself?
I'd say you get a power, but you don't get to choose what it is. You just get the luck of the draw in that universe.
The Avatar universe.
I would pick the exact same thing. It's a thing where you have the best chance of getting something good.
Yeah, and
no matter which element you get,
it's a little more well balanced. You know, they don't have any like serious one-off death threats.
Yeah, I don't want to show up in the MCU and
not Thanos coming and just snapping the whole half of the galaxy in one second.
You could show up in the MCU and they'll be like, "Surprise, you're Falcon," and I'll be like, "That's not a power."
Yeah. Or Hawkeye.
Oh my goodness, accuracy when I could have been Spider-Man.
What about Bullseye? He's pretty cool.
Yeah, he is cool. I mean, Hawkeye's really cool as well. It's if I could be Hawkeye, that's way more impressive than the things Andrew. I could do right now.
Yeah. I think I'd rather you be Hawkeye than Andrew too.
The ability to talk. I have the ability to talk for hours on end about things that nobody wants to hear about. I could switch to literally being able to shoot an arrow through for 1,000 yards.
That would probably get us more views.
Oh, for sure. We'd be TikTok famous instantly.
For sure.
Yeah, speaking of, you guys should check out our social media platforms. We're on pretty much everything. We're on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Check us out. Like and comment. Interact with us.
Yes, thanks for watching, everyone. If you're listening to us on the podcast platforms, go ahead and give us a 5-star rating. Those ratings are going to help push the podcast up, and more people will be able to watch and listen to what we're doing. We have fun making these episodes, so we'd enjoy if more people could listen as well.
Yeah, let us know any other topics you want to hear, because listen, your boy's struggling with topic ideas every week, and we get them out, but let us know what you want to hear, because we want to be talking about what interests anybody who's listening, so that you'll keep coming back. We love doing this.
Yeah. All right, thanks for everyone for listening, and that's a
wrap.